What's up? Hello. Hi. Well, first of all, I just want to say this is, for me, such an amazing opportunity to be 17 years old, the first magician to ever make it to the finals on America's Got Talent, and then now, of course, to be here at TEDx. This is such an amazing opportunity. I want to thank all of you, for your support. Thank you. All right, so to start off, I have right over here, I've got the envelope of mystery. Ooh. Basically, just completely empty envelope, and we'll go down over here. Boop, boop, boop. All right, cool. Hi. What's up? What's up? All right, cool. Here we go. I want you to just make sure this is an empty envelope, right? Stick your hand inside of it. Nothing inside, right? All right, great. I'm just going to seal up this envelope right here. It's a peel and seal. And I'm off to a great start. If you just want to take this envelope, if you want to take it and sit on it. I promise this is part of the magic, all right? Yeah, just take that envelope, great, and just sit on it. All right, we're going to get back to that in just a little bit. Fantastic. All right, cool. Come on, it's all about breaking barriers, so we're going to do things a little bit differently. And honestly, what better subject for a magician than breaking barriers? Because that's what magicians do on a daily basis. We go up on stage, we perform, and we break barriers. And because if you were just to say to someone, all right, well, I want you to make something appear out of thin air, they would say, there's no way, that's completely impossible. To a magician, we think, why not? Why can't you just look in the air, grab something, and then make something appear like a coin? Yeah. One person enjoyed that. But magicians think, why not? And it's a different way of thinking. It's a different way about going about how you do things. Kind of like how the 4-minute mile, it changed track, and Apple Computer, that changed the computer industry. Yeah, woo, Apple, one person, awesome. But it's a different way of thinking about it. And so when I had the opportunity to audition for America's Got Talent, I thought I really have to think about this differently. Because they've had 8 seasons of America's Got Talent. Almost any magician, professional magician, has been on that show. And then here I was going to audition for the show. I'm like, I really need to think differently, and I need to come up with stuff that people have never seen before. Stuff that's just so different, so outside the box, that it'll really blow people away. And I'm not going to lie, it was a very difficult process, because from the first audition, I had no idea what I was going to do. Like none. They found one of my videos on YouTube. They said, Collins, how about you come and audition for us, and we'll see where it goes. So I'm like, okay. And I had nothing. I had no idea. So I pulled something together last minute, went into the audition, and fortunately, it blew their mind because it was stuff that they'd never seen before. And that was really a key element to then sending me on to then auditioning in front of the celebrity judges on TV. And from that point forward, I had no idea what I was going to do for the rest of the times. And so each time was also a struggle. Because the producers would always tell me, all right, well, Collins, you need to get bigger. You need to get bigger. You need to get bigger. And typically, for a magician, when you get bigger, it means that you wheel like a box out on stage. A lady comes out and you start like sticking swords through it and stuff. And that's like, I don't like that. It's I don't know. It's just weird. I would never stick like swords through people. It's not what I envision magic to be. It's really old school, and I want to kind of update magic. And so I was thinking, okay, well, what's bigger than wheeling out a box and chopping a lady in half? Social media. And I'm on Twitter all day anyway, and so I'm like, why not start incorporating Twitter in the magic I do? Why not start incorporating Instagram and YouTube and all these things into the magic I did? And in the beginning, there was a total barrier. People and the producers said, there's no way. There's no way you can incorporate Twitter into a magic trick. It's like, what are you going to do, like put Twitter on the cards or something? There's no way that's going to work. But I didn't let that stop me. I said, okay, well, if I can't do that, let's see if I can shift it up and try something else. And eventually they said yes. And when I performed for my first time on stage at Radio City Music Hall, I did a trick where I involved Twitter, and in that moment, magic took a change. Because at that moment, I became the first magician to trend 4 topics just worldwide, and no one had ever done that before with magic, and no one had ever updated magic like that before. And then from going on from that point, I'm like, okay, well, I really need to learn and really update even more. And then that was a challenge because even on the last show, I'm about to perform in front of 6,000 people, 4 celebrity judges, and 10 million people viewing at home. I had no idea what I was going to do. The day before, I had no idea. I didn't have a script. I didn't have a trick. I didn't have anything. And it really taught me that you don't need a ton of time to prepare for something. You need time well spent. Okay, cool, thank you, okay. But it's something that, like, because to me before, if I had to learn a magic trick, I'm like 2 months to learn a magic trick. That's my time frame. I've got 2 months to learn this trick, and I can do that. I can learn it in 2 months. And then on America's Got Talent, the most pressure I've ever been under in my entire life, I had 1 day. And then even backstage, the day of, talk about barriers, the day of, we did dress rehearsal, I performed the trick, and it bombed. Nothing worked. And that was my last chance to go on stage before I went live on TV. It was so bad that actually all the producers, they took me into a back room, and without saying it was one of the worst things they've ever seen, they kind of said it was one of the worst things they've ever seen. And that was 2 hours before I go on TV. And so I'm like, okay, so I got to really work this out. And so I had to, in that time, not get caught up and get bogged down with, oh, well, this is impossible. There's no way I can do this. I had to think to myself, okay, I have to make these changes. And it was an extremely stressful process. But eventually, just through the right coaching and everything, I got through it, performed that last piece, and luckily it worked. It all worked out well. I didn't have to talk to the producers after that, so I was happy about that. And that was something to me, yeah, yay. That was a breakthrough moment for me in my life. And then after that, I went on tour with America's Got Talent, which was 36 cities in 6 weeks. So it was pretty much a new city every single night, and then that was a whole new set of barriers of how do you, after being on this television show throughout the whole summer, how do you go on tour, a grueling schedule, and still stay vibrant. But actually, I think right now, I think it's time to kind of do something fun, and I want to actually show everyone a piece of magic that I did on America's Got Talent. This is a piece that really helped me move my way to actually being the youngest and first magician to ever make it to the finals. So I need someone to help me out. Let's see. Well, okay, hold on. That was fast over here. Let's see. Yeah, you want to come up here? Come on, everyone, let's give her a warm welcome. Hi, come on up. What's up? What's your name? Lexi. All right, cool. Everyone say hi, Lexi. All right, come on over here, Lexi. All right, if you want to stand right over here for me, Lexi. All right, fantastic. So you down to try this? And have some fun? All right, cool. Here we go. So first of all, actually, I brought along a book. It's called The Lost Symbol by Dan Brown. Has anyone here read this book? All right, cool. Awesome. All right, cool. Just curious. All right, and basically, Lexi, right? Yeah. You see there's just a whole bunch of different pages, just tons of different words. We're just going to randomly bookmark a page, Lexi. So you say the word stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Right here. All right, great. Oops, sorry, right there. Oh, sorry, we'll let you do it again. JK.
Stop.
Sorry, here. Okay, cool. Why can I not do this? All right, cool. There we go. So Lexi, what's going to happen here? This is very important. I'm going to show you this page, and I know there's like a monitor over there, so I don't want to. Where can I look? I'll look down like this.
Okay.
All right, and I want you to just memorize, Lexi. And keep me honest, I'm not going to peek. Memorize the first or the page number.
Okay.
And then the first word at the top of that page.
Okay.
You got it? So the page number and the first word. Okay. And Lexi, if you just want to place the book behind you. All right, great. And here's what's going to happen. I believe in something called visualization, which it basically means if you can visualize something strongly enough in your mind, you can then manifest it into reality. All right, so I'm going to take everyone right now on a trip inside my innocent teenage mind. All right, and Lexi, I want you to close your eyes. And Lexi, I want you to visualize sending me the first number of the page number. Just visualize sending that to me right now. 3. Is it a 3?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's try this again. I want you to visualize now the next number for me, Lexi. And then visualize the last number. Is it, do they repeat themselves? Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go, is the number 366?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And I just want to let you know, what I love about this is the fact that this piece of magic that I'm performing right now, this is breaking down your barrier, your preconceived ideas of how the mind can actually function and work. So I want to break down the barrier one more time. We're going to go for the word this time. This one's the hard one, all right? So I'm just going to close the eyes. All right. Visualize sending me the word. Visualize sending it. And just think about the first letter of the word. It's either a P or a Q. I'm not quite sure. I'm sorry, I'm going to go with a P. It's definitely a P. Pyramid?
What?
Pyramid?
Yeah.
That's it? All right, I was like, whoa.
I thought you said
Cool. Let's take this one step further, shall we? I'm just gonna, this time, this is where it gets cray-cray, all right? So I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna visualize picking up this book, opening up to page 366, the page you saw, correct? I'm gonna tear out page 366. I'm gonna grab a marker, write the word pyramid on this page, and let's have some fun. I'm actually gonna take this page, walk down to the audience. I'm actually gonna insert this page inside the empty envelope you've been sitting on this entire time. Done. All right, so first of all, stay where you are right now. Leave the envelope where you are. Take that book, pick it up. I want you to open up to page 366, the page that you saw.
Wait, what?
Show it to everyone. Go for it. Show it to everyone. One page is torn out. Can you bring that envelope up here? Right, bring the envelope up. Everyone give her a warm welcome. She's been doing a great job sitting on it. You can come on up. You can come on up. You can come on up. And I don't want to touch it, but I just want to verify. What's your name? Ariana. All right. I just want to verify, Ariana. At no point did you feel my hands go near you or? Okay, good. You got to check. All right. I don't want to get in any trouble. All right. So bring it over here. Bring it over here. Let me see the envelope. Nothing in my hands. Let me see the envelope. I'm just gonna take this envelope. All right. And you reached in the beginning, right? And you made sure there was nothing inside, correct? Yeah. That was a funny noise. I like that. All right, cool. All right, here we go. I like that noise even better. I think we should all do that together at the end of this, right? All right, here we go. You want to take the envelope, Ariana? Just take it, just open it up. Go for it. You'll see. Why? Check it out. There's something inside, one page, pyramid, like that. Now, what if we took this one step further? No. No way, no. What if I told you this page was the actual page torn out of that book? Let me see it. And see that right there, that's the power of visualization, because when you visualize, everything becomes possible. Yeah. All right, cool, and I'll take the envelope. Awesome, and everyone, let's hear it for them one more time. They did a great job. Thank you guys so much. All right, so just a final thought. Again, thank you so much for having me here. This has been a blast. And a final thought, just remember that whenever someone tells you that it's impossible, that you can't do it, if you just change your frame of mind, if you think about it a different way, then you can break that. All kinds of boundaries. Thank you all so much. Once again, I'm Colin Ski. Have a great day. Thank you.